Hey, I hope you are having a lovely day. Let me know how you are in the comments. Today's video obviously is all about managing stress. So if you saw on my socials, I've had exams for the last 2 weeks and therefore stress was at the forefront of my mind, and I know that so many of us have so many stresses in our life at the moment and it's just not fun. So I thought I would share the ways that I manage my stress to hopefully help some of you guys out. If you like advice, lifestyle, positivity videos like this, then please go ahead and hit subscribe because I post them every Sunday, and I also post like university related content every Thursday as well. So yeah, please keep up with me if that's of interest to you. And now let's get into the video. So I've got 5 main tips that I use to manage my stress, or that you could use to manage your stress. Obviously, they're not the be all and end all. There are so many ways that people manage their stress and it is completely dependent upon the person. But yeah, these are my personal ways and they might become some of yours too if you think it will help. So the first thing is I always spend plenty of time with my friends and family. So even in an exam week, even if I'm swamped with work, I will not give up friends and family time because I will honestly go crazy if I give that up. At uni, I'm lucky enough to live in a house with my friends. We have dinner together or we do something in the evening like games or some TV or a movie, and that de-stresses me so much because it's a time I can just forget about everything that I've had going on during the day and I can just relax. And when I'm at home from uni, I do the same thing with my family basically. Like dinner time and TV time is family time and it's not stressful. So yeah, tip number 1, spend time with people that you love and people that care about you. Now, my next 2 tips, tips 2 and 3, can kind of go together, or like you can use one or the other basically. So one of the ideas is to keep 1 whole day per week just to yourself. Last week I released my self-care ideas video, and like that's for a bad day, but you can use those self-care ideas on a good day too, and just have 1 day every week where you take care of yourself. If you have got like a high stress life or just a high stress time in your life going on, like I'll draw on my own example of university. If I've got a busy week, it could be helpful to have 1 day where I just don't do any uni work and I just look after myself. And that could be a Sunday, for example. So that's one idea, is to have 1 day off every week. I sometimes do this and I do it if I've had an especially stressful week. But what I do more is the second idea, which is have a set amount of time every day to yourself. Whether that be to just sit and do nothing, watch your favorite TV program, read, literally anything. Have that time for yourself to do what you want with it. Don't fill your whole day with things that you consider productive, because you need that time to yourself to actually be productive in the rest of the day, if that makes sense. And also to de-stress you. Like, it's a great way to manage stress, to have things to look forward to outside of whatever it is that's stressing you out. Those two, like I said, they go together because I guess you don't always need a whole day per week. Some people might like to take the whole weekend off as well, which is great, but some people might not want to take a whole day out. That could stress you out even more, and so you could take out a little bit of time each day. My next tip for managing stress completely goes hand in hand with the last 2 that I just said. And this tip is to do things that you love at least a certain number of times per week, or at least for a certain amount of time per day. If you love reading, 5 minutes isn't enough to de-stress you. You need to allow yourself to have a decent amount of time to do that activity so that you can truly be de-stressed. So yeah, basically allow yourself to do things that you enjoy and don't feel guilty for it, because if you feel guilty for it and try to cut down, it's literally just going to send you down a burning out kind of path, and we don't want that. So yeah, you need to allow yourself to do the things that you love. You need to give yourself enough time to do that, and when you're doing that, that is literally the best de-stress thing that could happen, is doing something that you love. So I said I have 5 tips and I've sort of given 4. They all kind of intertwine and combine, but I'm hoping it's helpful anyway. The last tip is something that probably seems very obvious, but I feel like a lot of us forget its importance and forget to do it. I certainly always forget its importance. And this is literally looking after yourself to the bare minimum. Not even the extras like the activities that you love and spending time with friends. The bare minimum is drinking enough water, having enough sleep, eating food that you like, and some physical activity. That's literally the bare minimum that your body needs to survive. You need to be getting enough sleep. I did not understand the importance of this until I started getting the right amount of sleep for me, and it's honestly life-changing. I get less stressed because I'm not too tired in the day to get things done. So it's the whole cycle and it just works. So get enough sleep, eat the food that you like. Your body needs fuel to keep going. If you're not giving yourself fuel, you're going to get more stressed because you're not going to be able to do the things that you need to do. And exercising just keeps you feeling good. It does not have to be a full-on high-intensity workout. It can literally be going for a walk, but I promise it will do you the world of good. The bare minimum actually does a lot for preventing stress / dealing with stress. I promise it's really helpful, and I would really recommend trying to implement all those things into a daily kind of thing, like do it all the time. So yeah, I guess those are my personal ways of managing my stress, and maybe they could be yours too if you think they'll be helpful. Let me know what you do think and tell me your ways that you like to manage stress, because I always like to try out new things. I guess remember, look after yourself to the bare minimum and give yourself time to yourself. Don't just be trying to do the thing that's stressing you out. Give yourself some time away from it and don't feel guilty for that. As I said at the start, please do subscribe if you want to keep watching my videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching this one, and I hope you enjoyed.